this tutorial, we'll review how to check and update the settings and content for your entities inside of the Yext system. As a reminder, to access your entities, you want to select Content and Entities. All of your entities will be visible. These are the entities for the Salt River Steak. I am going to use this top listing as an example, but you will need to go through and complete these tasks for each of your listings. Within each entity, you'll find several subcategories. You can click these to quickly navigate, or you can scroll through. Let's start up at the top with core information. Much of this is automated. You want to ensure that you have a main phone number listed. This should be the same number across all steaks. If you do not have a phone number, please obtain one as soon as possible. If you need assistance, let me know. Next, let's talk about business details. Please ensure that you have by appointment only, Monday through Saturday, indicated at the top. Nothing else needs to be changed. Under hours, set hours to 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., except on Sunday. For Sundays, indicate start time of the first service and the end time of the last service. So for example, if your first ward meets at 9 a.m., you'll indicate that. And if your last ward meets until 2 p.m., you will indicate that. Even if people are typically in the building 30 minutes before or after, we want to indicate meeting times. Okay, under neighborhood, you can indicate neighborhoods if you'd like, but this is not required. Next, contact websites and apps. The only thing that should be edited on this line is local phone. This should match the main phone listed above. Nothing else is needed here. Okay, under media, we are being instructed to make sure that all of the images included in this photo gallery have a ratio of 16:9. So you will need to select each photo individually, click Edit, and in the top right of the pop-up window, you need to make sure that you select 16:9. You can edit this image by dragging, but if you note, you are constrained to that 16:9. And so you can adjust as you see fit till you find a good fit, and then select Done. I will also indicate that inside of this area, you can add a description if you're interested. So you need to go and do this for each of your each of your photos. So I'm going to say 16:9. Note that this turns it wonky. If I start moving the picture, it will appear in the listing sideways. So you want to make sure that this is horizontal, that you're inside of this entity, and select the image as best as possible. You might find that there are some of the images that you no longer want to keep as they are too similar. You can just select Delete. I'm not going to do that, but that's how you get rid of them. Okay, so once you've done that with all of your images, make sure at the very bottom, again, you don't need to put in this many images. And I do need to delete this one. So I'm going to delete that one, but you want to make sure you select Save. Moving down to social media, we do not need to make any changes to this section. Additional attributes are optional. This would be the year it was established or dedicated. And then services, you can list services such as these. Please use generic wording, but avoid using specific dates and times. So we don't want to say Relief Society activities every third Thursday. We don't want to do that here, just generic offerings. If your building is not currently offering self-reliance or family history, you may still include this, as if someone were to come to our building asking for self-reliance class, we could make that happen. Our next subcategory is Google My Business fields. Under your Google cover photo, we also need to adjust the image ratio to be 16:9. So just as we did before, we're going to indicate the 16:9. This one is correct for me. And again, click Save. Knowledge Assistant. As the state Yext specialists, you should be registered as the primary contact on all of your listings, all of your entities. This will enable you to receive notifications about comments and or questions in real time. It's very quite simple. The system will send you a text message and you can respond to the question and or comment directly through the text message. No need to log in. Next, Meeting House page content. This hero image. We also need to make sure that this image has an edit of 3:1. Okay, I want you to look at the difference between 16:9 and 3:1. That really does quite a bit of cutting off. So adjust it the best that you can, but you might find that it would be better to include a photo from further distance away so that you can get maybe a little bit better crop on that. But that's completely up to you. Again, push done, and again, make sure you say save. Notification banner is optional and should not be consistently used. Notification banners should not be used as announcements or advertisements of any kind. When meeting times are adjusted, such as state conference or Easter Sunday, or if the building's down for maintenance closures, this is a great place for the notification banner to come into play. They are intended for short-term notifications, so as soon as it's over, please remove. This text should be auto-generated and read as mine. Sunday services list. You will need to make adjustments to this annually as wards rotate. Here under title is where you put first worship service and the ward name, and then time here. This doesn't have to verbatim be this, but it should be something similar. And you can just scroll down for each one of your wards. If you need to add a new ward, click Add Item and indicate the new items here. And here is a trash button if needed. Again, click Save. Okay, that's it. No additional edits are needed. A quick review on responding to reviews and to managing the questions and answer section. So on this sidebar, select reviews. I suggest going to response. I'll let that load. This will show everybody's for all of our coordinating council, but this should just show yours. You can sort by date. So you want it to be, see, these are 2012, so we want them to be the most recent. Here's the comment that was left on a Google business profile. To respond, you click respond, type in your response, and then click respond. We are asking that you respond to reviews most recent and working your way till older, 2 to 3 years as you can get to them. Try to respond to those that are really recent as soon as possible. These are this month, so we want to make sure we get those responded as soon as possible. If there is no comment, Annie, thank you for your 5-star review. Michael, thank you for your 5-star review. They don't need to be different, they can be the same. So that's responding to reviews. On the left hand, underneath that, a couple of marks is the Q&A. This is going to function in the very much the same way. Sort by newest and then answer the questions. This will show you very quickly not answered. To answer, click this, input the information, and click answer, and it will publish for you. Please keep in mind, how do I get the bishop's number? We don't give out the bishop's number or name on the internet. So what we would do is include the phone number that's listed for the entity that she is commenting on. So you can look it up by the address. You could include that number. This is a great response where they are just asking them to attend Sunday services. So that's kind of the vibe. You can choose what you want. Please use inspiration and listen to the Spirit as you are responding to all reviews and all questions. If there is something negative about the church, please contact me and we can talk about that. If it's negative about the building, it is what it is, and we can respond accordingly. If it's negative about our religion, that's something that we can flag, and I can help talk you through that. Okay, so I want to remind you that if Knowledge Assistant is connected to you, both response and Q&A, so both the reviews and the questions will be automatically sent to you, and you do not need to log in to manage them. That's it for today. Remember that keeping all information updated ensures accuracy across the platforms. What you are doing is very important. And if you have any questions, I'd love to help. Thank you.